You guys like chucking wood?
Yeah. It's the best job we've ever had. Best job I've ever had.
Yeah, I like doing it. It's the best job I ever had.
Today I'm in the wood yard. We're chucking more wood. We're hauling more wood. Uncle Benjamin's coming home once again. Here we go. Once again, it is a spectacular day here in the wood yard. Too bad you guys can't be here. It's about 25 degrees, no wind, sun's out. Beautiful, beautiful day to be working outside. It's too bad you guys are sitting in your office, typing on the keyboard, or sitting in your other office at home, known as the garage, or your other office at home. Forget to flush. Okay, we're gonna load this wood up. This is gonna be a full load. I've got my new rails on. We put these on yesterday. So if you saw that yesterday's video, you saw me putting those on. I did not cut off my bolts yet. I'm gonna cut those off later today. And I'm gonna do it later because the guy that got the 4 face cords yesterday of mixed hardwood wants actually 8. So pretty much all this whole pile is gonna go. I'm gonna fill the trailer as full as I can get it. And so this will be the second half of his order for this year. This is mostly ash in here. There's a little bit of maple, but it's mostly ash. So that's what's gonna go in. Yesterday's load, it was more maple than anything. And he said either's fine. So that's what's gonna happen. So we're gonna load this up. We're gonna go do a big dump. And after we get back from that, then I got a guy coming who's gonna buy a bunch of cookies from me, so for boiler wood. So that's what's happening. So it's chucking time right now. Well, folks, there it is, loaded. 4 face cords are 1 full cord and a third. And you probably noticed I went from the pile way in the back there up to this pile because I thought that pile was mostly ash back there, but it turned out there was a lot of maple in there. I gave him a lot of maple yesterday and I knew this was all ash. So I came up here, I got my X27 Fiskar splitting axe, and I split a couple of these pieces right here that I dug out from inside the pile. And I did a moisture meter test on them, and they were between 17 and 18%. I tested 4 different pieces, so it's all good to go. This stuff was split 2, maybe 3 months ago now, something like that. And it was all stuff that was dead anyway. The bark's falling off a lot of it, so it was pretty dry when I cut it and split it. But now it's ready to go, so that's kind of nice. No stack. Never had to stack this stuff, so that's what I'm kind of thinking I'm going to lean towards in the future with the new wood yard. I might do a lot of no stack piles where we just dump it into a big pile or throw it into on top of pallets so it's not on the ground. But there she is. I got to be there in 5 minutes. I told them I'd be there at noon. It's 5 to noon. Now this load that I just threw on, I looked at my watch, took me 36 minutes to the load, but I did have to move. Yesterday's load took me 31 minutes, 32 minutes, something like that. So that's about how fast you can throw it in. And I did build up the back, as you saw. I did that little wall of rounds across the back here. I did a wall across the back, so with the gate open, I could throw it in there. So it worked out pretty good. Ooh, look at that. That's a nice sticker. What do you think of that? I found that on my desk. I figured I better put it somewhere. So, okay, we're going to deliver the wood right now. So for those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, you've seen this guy before. This is Mark. He's one of my longtime good customers. He's a firewood addict like most of us.
Yep.
And this wood, we delivered this, what was that, back
January.
like in January?
Yep.
And Bo helped stack this. This is all oak in here, so it's all good to go. And then he had wood stacked all through here. So he's got like the ultimate drying racks. He's got all of his kindling down here. And he's got more room, so he needs more wood, obviously.
Right. In January, I think we'll get some more and fill this up.
Yeah, and actually,
'Cause I like it to dry,
full.
you know, for
right, you think ahead like most people should. So then in here, he's got a wood shed that is full of wood. Well, it's not full yet, but it's getting there. So this is all the stuff from yesterday that I brought.
Yeah.
And this is where the rest
it's
is
all,
going to
yeah, it's all in filed, and this will be all piled right up.
go. Right, that'll be nice.
And then I start burning out of here in December.
Right, so what are you burning now? That all their old stuff?
I just burn old stuff off the pile.
Right, well that's good.
So, or when the snow flies, you know.
Right,
So,
right.
once the snow flies, then I start burning out of here.
Right. So yeah, this rack is really nice because you get a lot of sun right here, don't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is dry. I wanted to show you yesterday. We had those racks piled up, and it shrunk this much.
No kidding.
8
So
inches.
a good 8 inches, huh?
8 inches.
So we had it. You mean we had it like stacked to the top
Right
and then it
to the
shrunk
top.
down?
I filled it and tightened those all.
Well, that's
up.
because that was wood that we just cut and split. We didn't.
Exactly.
Right. So it goes to show you your wood dries quite a bit. So even though this was dead standing wood when it was cut, oak, and we split it and I just brought it right away, so I didn't age it at all. And but now it's going to be really good wood. Just don't light any matches. It's going to be good stuff. Awesome. So now you got this whole pile to go.
Yep.
So that'll be great.
Piled up.
Okay, so Mark has got help here. He's got a neighbor guy here. He's got a ute, and he is here stacking wood. And you've ever stacked wood before, or is this your first time?
First time.
And what do you think of it? Do you like doing it?
Yeah, I like doing it. It's the best job I ever had.
You know, I kind of thought he would say that. Okay, I'm going back to the wood yard. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of wood chucked in the trailer. It's full. This is a 16 by 8 foot, and it's about 2 foot high side. So we got pretty close to 4 face cords in here. You know, it's definitely over a full cord. And you're gonna use this for a boiler, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you got a boiler in the basement.
Yep.
Usually you just burn whatever you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever's
Yeah,
cheaper.
yeah, and this works.
Yeah.
So
Good deal on it.
you got 2 good wood chuckers here. You guys like chucking wood?
Yeah. It's the best job we've ever had.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Can you say it?
It's the best job I've ever had.
That's what I thought you were going to say. Okay, very good. Thanks a lot. So my next job is to cut off these bolts sticking out from the nuts. So I'm going to do that on both sides because these are sticking out all, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch. And we're going to get that done. And then I just got a couple texts from people that are interested in firewood, so I might be doing some deliveries yet today. We'll see. So it's cutting time. Look at that, all nice and smooth. I ground off all the bolts that were sticking out. And on the inside, I've got all of the carriage bolts. They're all sunken off so they don't stick out at all. Very little anyway. And this whole sides are all taken off. So the trailer is complete. So now the next thing I'm going to do to the trailer, not today, but once this gets dry, probably in the spring, I'm going to paint this. I mean, it's either going to be silver, or I might even paint it red, or maybe silver and red. I don't know. We'll make it look pretty. But I just want it to get good and dry because this green treat, when you first buy it, it's really heavy and wet. I could barely lift these panels up here. They're very heavy. But there it is. So it is on. Now, I just got a text back from one of my customers, and they said, bring it. So I'm going to go load up a face cord or a third of a cord into the back of the truck. And we're going to go deliver that, and it's going to be pine. Got a guy that likes pine because pine is fine. So that's what's going to happen. No, the other person that texted me, they were a referral from a customer of mine, and they're 35 miles away, and she wanted a half of a face cord. And I said, sorry, my minimum is one face cord, and delivery to where I have to go is going to be $50. So I said it'd be $170. I haven't heard back from her yet, so. It's the one I really don't want to do because it's quite a ways away for just a face cord. Usually when people buy wood from a longer distance where I have to go for, half hour, 45-minute drive to get there, and I'm charging them $50, $60, $70 for delivery, they usually will get a full cord to make it worth their while too. And that's kind of how I see it. That if you're going to order wood and you have to pay a delivery fee, whether it's one face cord or 3 or 4, it's going to be the same price for my delivery. So to make it worth their while, it's got to be enough. Now, years ago, I would deliver a half of a face cord if somebody wanted it. And I did that a few times. And those are generally the people that complain the most, I found. They don't think it's very much wood when you get there. And they're like, oh, this is all it is? Because they're expecting it to be more. But it's not very much wood. I mean, it's a 4x4 square is all it is. And not very much wood. And it's not really worth my time. So unless they're coming to get it and I'm here working, I won't sell a half of a face cord or half of a third of a cord. What would that be? 1/6 of a cord? Yeah, 1/6 of a cord. I don't even bother selling it if I have to deliver it. But if they come get it, yeah, that's fine. And I have a few people that will do that. And those are generally people that are smoking with the wood. They're doing, brisket or ribs or something like that. And they want cherry or they want oak or they want hickory. And a lot of those people will come and get it. A lot of those people just come in a car and we just put it in the trunk. So, okay, we're gonna go load it from pine right now. There it is, a load of pine, which is fine for campfire wood. That's what this is for. They burn in their backyard fire pit, and I think they sit outside a lot in the evenings because this will be the 3rd, maybe 4th load this year that I've delivered to them since last spring. So pine, down the road we go again. Look at my little friends. Yeah, now they run away. They come in all the time. So I pull in a lot of times in the daytime they're there. The deliveries for today are complete, folks. I'm going inside to do some work now. You're going to be here tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. because I'll have another video for you to watch. Between now and then, go to my channel. There's close to 900 videos waiting for you. Good night, Irene.